Hello guys, I'm Warrior Edge and aka Straight Edge Warrior. Today I have a friend of mine named James, aka Flamin' Bacon Pies. And today we're bringing you my Melodious Diva deck. This deck means the most to me. It is my favorite deck and I go everywhere with it. I'm still working on it. I have a list of cards that I need to get, but it works, and it annoys James and the rest of our friends.
Very much annoys.
So, without further ado, let's get started. The first card on the list, Archlord Christia. He's a staple for most fairy decks. While he's in your hand, you get to special summon him if you have exactly 4 fairies in your graveyard. Then you add a fairy back to your hand. While he's on the field, neither player can special summon, which slows down a lot of decks.
A lot.
And when he's sent from the field to the graveyard, he goes back to the top of the deck. Next up, one of your main monsters, Aria, the Melodious Diva. I run 3 copies of her. When she's special summoned, melodious monsters you control cannot be targeted or be destroyed in battle.
Just as a reminder, every card in this deck is annoying on its own.
According to you, yes. They all have their niches. The next card will help you secure your lock, so to say. I run 3 Elegy, the Melodious Diva. She's a level 5 fairy monster. And when she's special summoned, all fairies gain 300 attack points. And also, all special summon melodious monsters, including herself, cannot be destroyed by card effects.
Still, another pain in the ass.
Okay, and then we got an honest inclusion. Gotta have honest. 2 of them. I run 2 of them, that is. I'm not even going to explain that one.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of, that's something that should be common knowledge right there.
Next up, 2 Melodious Maestra Mozarta. She's an interesting level 8 monster because once per turn you can special summon a fairy monster in your hand to the field, getting your lockout fairly quickly if you can get her on the field.
Yes.
Then I have Score, the Melodious Diva. Score is like an honest for Melodious. When a Melodious monster battles an opponent's monster, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard and make the opponent's monster's attack and defense 0. Dangerous. I think she's cute. I run Serenade, the Melodious Diva. She has 2 effects. Her first effect, which is her main effect, you will set her because she has 1900 defense points.
Yeah.
She can count as 2 tributes for a light fairy monster. Also, if you special summon her, which you rarely do, you can normal summon an extra melodious monster in addition to your normal summon. Well, tribute summon, I think. Nope, normal summon. But it has to be melodious. Next up, we have another Maestra monster, Shapina. Shapina allows you to go Grave Robin. She gets you one of your fairies back to your light fairies back into your hand. So, honest, score, any of your lock pieces, you can get them back. My personal favorite of the Melodious, Sonata, the Melodious Diva. This card is like so freaking broken. If you control a Melodious monster, you can special summon her from your hand. And her effect works when she's special summoned. All fairies gain 500 attack and defense. She already has a fairly good attack point at 1200, I guess, for a level 3. But give that 500 boost, and she's like boss.
Yeah.
And if you special summon Arya and then have her in your hand, you have an unstoppable 1700 attacker for at least one turn because she can't be destroyed in battle.
Yeah.
And then finally, for the monsters, we're going to wrap it up with 3 Soul Soprano, the Melodious Songstress. Another monster that has 2 effects. The first effect, if she's special summoned, you get to add a Melodious monster from your graveyard to your hand. This effect can only be used once per turn. Only once that turn. Then you could also use the other effect once per turn. And only once that turn. You can fuse her with other Melodious monsters on your field. It's a fusion summon. Like a contact fusion, basically. That's your main fusion. Next up, we have another fusion card. We're going to start off with the spells. Fortissimo. Fortissimo gives a Melodious monster you control 800 attack points until your next standby phase. You can do this once per turn. Even if this attack boost remains, even if Fortissimo leaves the field. Then you can also send Fortissimo to the graveyard and fusion summon monsters, Melodious monsters with Melodious monsters you control. You need to get rid of back row. I go with MST, which doesn't negate for you noobs out there. Next up, old school. Gotta have polymerization just for extra fusion methods. I run 2 Sanctuary in the Sky. Prevents battle damage to fairies. And then for the final spell, I run 1 Valhalla Hall of the Fallen. Once per turn. If I control no monsters, I can special summon a fairy monster from my hand. Next up for traps. 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, 1 Solemn, 1 Torrential Tribute, because you can only have 1 of each of these. Obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Then for more extra protection, I run 2 Mirror Force, as well as Dimensional Prison.
For the attackers.
For the attacking monsters, if I don't have my lock. And then another way to try to get my lock out quicker, I run 3 Call of the Haunted. Revives monster in attack position. If I revive Elegy, and you get rid of Call of the Haunted, Elegy will stay on the field.
Yeah. Which is the bad part about her.
That's the good part about her.
Not for me.
Well, not for you if you're facing her. And then next up, we have the extra deck. Your boss monster. 2 Melodious Diva. Well, Bloom Diva, the Melodious Choir. She may look weak with only 1,000 attack points, but don't let her looks fool you. She can't be destroyed by battle or by card effect.
Annoying.
You take no damage involving her.
Annoying.
And the best part about her, if she attacks an opponent's special summon monster or is attacked by her opponent's special summon monster, she can destroy that monster and then inflict the original difference between their attack points.
Still annoying.
A monster that I rarely use, but I got her recently. Bloom Prima, the Melodious Choir. You need I forgot to mention, for Bloom Diva, you need a Maestra and any Melodious monster. For Bloom Prima, you need a Maestra monster and one or more Melodious monsters. Basically, she gains 300 attack for each material you use to fusion summon her with, and she can attack twice. And if she's sent to the graveyard after being fusion summoned, you can return a Melodious monster from your graveyard to your hand. Extra recycling. Schuberta, the Melodious Maestra. Schuberta is kind of very common play. She's usually the first fusion you'll go into.
And most annoying of them.
Your personal opinion.
It's not a personal opinion.
Once while she's on the field during either player's turn, you can banish 3 cards from either player's graveyard, and she gains 200 attack for each card. So she can easily go from 2,400 to 3,000 without even having that Melodious boost from the other 2 monsters. And then I threw in some Xyz monsters to make the extra deck complete. Abyss Dweller, Sea Xyz Dark Fairy Cheer Girl. I never see myself playing her, but she is so adorable. I'm gonna put these 2 together because, well, these are staples. Castell, the Sky Blaster Musketeer, and number 101, Silent Honor Arc. Rank 4s, people. Gotta clear the boards with them. Get over problems. Probably the most expensive card in this set of cards of mine here.
Yeah.
My Divine Dragonite Felgron, which is a Ghost Rare. He's a rank 8 though. I just used my Ivkishki Marrowgeist for filling space, so I get something better. Fairy Cheer Girl is just as adorable as Sea Xyz Dark Fairy Cheer Girl, her dark counterpart. She's very easy to summon as well. You just need 2 level 4 fairies. Detach, draw a card. Draw a card. Number 23, Lancelot, Knight of the Underworld.
Which is not needed in this extra deck.
Right now, he's a placeholder for Heretic Sun Overlord Dragon of Heliopolis, or however you say the freaking name.
Yeah. It's too long.
Basically, it's that rank 8 dragon thing that lets you detach and then send cards from your hand, destroy cards from your hand, to send cards, whatever, to destroy cards on the field. Basically, he gets me a free attack directly, as long as he has material. And then, I personally like this card better than what he's a replacement for. He's a placeholder for Ghost Trick Alucard. This is Super Quantal Mech Beast Grand Pulse. You need 2 level 3s to play it. Basically, it's an MST. And look at that booty. 2,800.
Yeah, that booty.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my Melodious deck. And I'm going to continue to love using it and annoying my friends. And no matter how much people tell me that they hate Melodious or they can beat Melodious, this deck will still mean a lot to me. James, thank you for joining me. Hope to, record another video with you.
Sure.
I got an idea. How about the next video, we do your FTS.
That sounds like a really great idea.
Well, Warrior Edge, Straight Edge Warrior here, signing off. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.